The Half Moon Boy says, "Master, where can I find the world's best chai on earth?" His Babaji replies, "This secret must not be revealed to the undeserving. Therefore, I will whisper it in your left ear once, just like the rishis of ancient times did when they imparted deep secrets to their students. You will find this nectar in Half Moon Bay, California, at 101 Main Street, at Merman's Coffee and Chai."
Thinking out loud. Just me and my thoughts. A studio in my garage. And a love for hip hop. On the coast side where there's more talent than you know about. So I figured I should probably do a show about it. I'll make a podcast for the whole world to hear. Cause what's coming out lately's got me bored of tears. This is good for my soul, I got my own show. So here we go, by the way, I'm MALEKO. I'm MALEKO. I'm MALEKO. I'm MALEKO. Thinking out loud. Thinking out loud. Thinking out loud. Thinking out loud. You're bro MALEKO. You're bro MALEKO. You're bro MALEKO. You're bro MALEKO. Coast-side. 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 Coast-side.
Everybody. It's bro MALEKO here. Episode number 3 of the Thinking Out Loud show. It's good to be back. Thank you all for joining me. I'm sorry I missed last month. Anybody who cares or was paying attention, I know there's at least one. I didn't do a show last month because something happened in my personal life. One of my homies passed away, and I'm just going through that. So that's why I didn't do an episode, but I'm back. And this episode is dedicated to my homie J7, who passed away. A coast-side artist, a coast-side legend, and a beautiful human being. I miss him, I love him, and I'm carrying on with him in my heart. So thank you all for tuning in. You'll be hearing J7 beats through the whole episode in his background. I got an interview with Tommy V. He's got a new album out called Mockingbird. And I got some cool music to play, so it's gonna be a dope episode. Thank you for listening, and I'm gonna set it off with a song by J7. It's called "I Bring a Hammer." This one's featuring Mo from YBS.
Time to go to work. God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. So listen.
And you can say God, you can say Muhammad, Yahweh, Allah, Buddha, Jah, the universe, the spirit, searching for the light, the strength, the torch, the fire, the passion burning from within. My life sucks right now, it sucks from the beginning. I wake to remind myself of how special that the sun still shines. And to look myself in the eyes, existing in the gray and some blue skies. And one with the universe, I'm dwelling in the world, and it's a lot of eye candy to tempt. And so you must check yourself, and most importantly, respect yourself. And every day is a new life. And some struggle and strive. Realize the state of consciousness. I wake up and realize my mind surrounding this and instinctually attached to the one. I hold this to myself. I pack with this. I must respect myself. Related to the way that I walk. A little talk and words are powerful enough to raise sparks and unite these sparks to raise the light, the torch, the fire, the passion, the burning from within. And living a life. We're struggling and strive. Living a life, living a life. strive. We struggle and strive and try to get by. Living a life, living a life, and living a life, trying to struggle and get by.
God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. So listen.
Gotta be aware of how we approach this life. But sometimes we struggle and strive. Sometimes open up your eyes. It's right in front of you, it's me. A positivity, ways of negativity, such as me. And the I see. Open up your eyes. Wake up and realize the world is out there. It's a big place. It's a big place. It's a big place. Wake up and realize. Wake up and realize. The spirit, searching for the light, the strength, the torch, the fire, the passion burning from within. The spirit, the searching for the light, the strength. Searching for the light, the spirit, searching for the light, the strength, the torch, the fire, passion burning within.
God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. So listen.
The light, the strength, the torch, the fire, the passion burning from within. Burning from within. The strength, the torch, the fire, passion burning from within. Passion burning from within.
Welcome back to the Thinking Out Loud show. That was I Bring a Hammer by J7 and Mo of YBS. And that's off Biodigital Funk, J7 solo release, available for free download at j7music.bandcamp.com. You know, J7's been making music for years, but at the same time, it was rare to find. It's hard to find J7's music out there. And that's just because he's a perfectionist, and basically, if you were lucky enough to even know him and hang out with him in his studio, then you got to hear thousands of amazing songs that he's made over the years. And I feel blessed to be one of those people that got to hear his stuff, man. He's a musical genius, most talented guy I've ever known. I mean, he could pick up any instrument and just play it without any lessons or anything like that. It was just natural to him. So He was from a group called YBS, a legendary group from the Bay Area, coast side of Vaco, Mr. Brown, and J7, man. They've been doing it since the late 80s. And, you know, they brought that funk sound, that funk from outer space vibe, you know what I'm saying? Very digital underground-esque, you know. I always was a fan of them. I met them when I was just in 8th grade, you know, and one of my homies was Teddy, and that was his little brother, man. So shout out to Teddy, who actually rapped back in the day. Terabyte 9, man. He did a song with us. Arachnophobics, he's OG. Yeah, man. So that's how I got to meet J7 and YBS and them. I did a song in their garage, in J7's garage in Montero back in the day. It was like one of the first songs I ever did. I went over there with D-Ski, and I did a song with Vaco and Jade, who was in the group Elements with D-Ski at the time, who later joined YBS. Probably just that was the first time he worked with them as well. But I just remember rapping on that song. Jasiri was recording it, and I just remember my verse was kind of whack, honestly. And I hadn't really found my style yet. And I just remember saying, I admit I'm just a tad bit young. My tongue displays all the kicks like kung fu. Like, I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just coming wacky. I was listening to Freestyle Fellowship and Dell. And so I was just coming like that. And I just remember Jasiri and Vaco and all of them just kind of like, you could tell they weren't really feeling it. You know what I'm saying? But they were cool about it. And, you know, that was my first experience with YBS and J7, man. You know, Jasiri, you know, he always showed me respect and for what I was doing, man. Whether or not he really felt what I was doing most of the time, he always gave me love, man. So without getting too deep into the situation, you know, the homie passed not too long ago, and he had a studio that he's been working on for a long time. He built it, and it's an awesome studio, man. You know, for art and music, it's basically heaven, you know. And so right now, we're in the process of trying to figure out how to carry on his vision, making that studio for the coast side where people can go create and, you know, perform and show their work and collaborate and stuff. So right now, we're trying to figure out how we could do that. That was Jasiri's vision, and so we're sitting down and we're going to try to keep the studio going. So stay tuned for that, for all the info on that, and I appreciate everyone's support, man. This community is amazing. It's such a family out here, and you know, when something happens like this, you know, we band together and we figure it out. And so it's all love, man. Coastside, thank you so much. If you want to support J7 Studio, you can go to whybullshit.bandcamp.com, which is the Bandcamp page for his group YBS. YBS standing for Why Bullshit. So the Bandcamp is letter Y, bullshit.bandcamp.com. And you can download Funkotron. It's the YBS album, and a single. It's called A Song for Jasiri. And all the proceeds go towards J7 Studio and us carrying on his vision, you know. So please download that music, support it. It's good music. Go to j7music.bandcamp.com as well and download his solo album, Biodigital Funk. That's free, and it's all love. I'll be playing YBS a little bit later. And, of course, I'm going to be keeping the J7 beats bumping in the background as you hear right now. But going on with the Thinking Out Loud show, there's a new album out that I've been waiting for basically my whole life, which is a new Tommy V album. He just put it out. It's a free download on the Fake 4 Bandcamp. It's called Mockingbird, and it's honestly definitely his best material, in my opinion. But as a fan of Tommy V, this is definitely his best material, man. And I'm really stoked for him. I just saw him in LA when I went out there for the battle, and we talked a lot about it and stuff. And, you know, he's his worst self-critic. I respect him so much for that. You know, I'm more like the kind of guy like, yeah, sounds cool, and I just put it out. This album, Mockingbird, is super dope. Download it at fake4.bandcamp.com. In my opinion, it's his best material. It still has the classic Tommy V vibe, you know, funny, jazzy. It's got beautiful harmonies in there, a lot of instrumentation. Sonically, it's amazing. And, I mean, he's got everything from songs, you know, about arguing with hipsters at a local cafe to real emotional songs about the passing of his mother and his grandfather. And It's a great album. I strongly urge you all to go download it right now. And I want to play a song actually off it. This is one of my favorite songs for sure. It's kind of like the single of the album. It's called Remember Me.
Remember me, I'm Tommy V. I fell off long ago. I figured, what the heck, let's give it another go. This is my comeback. Hope I don't come whack. One by one, I plucked all of the gray hairs off my nutsack. Remember me, I'm Tommy V. I fell off long ago. I figured, what the heck, let's give it another go. This is my comeback. Hope I don't come whack. One by one, I plucked all of the gray hairs off my nutsack. Well, how do you do? It's nice to meet ya. How do you get a musician off of your doorstep? Simple, just pay for the pizza after getting fired. For the orders that I sabotaged, I got enrolled in school and got a couple jobs walking dogs. The timing was uncanny. 2012 would be the year that I would rise up from a bubble in the tar pit and appear. While melting from the block of ice, the vision was so clear. Employ pathetic gimmicks while relaunching my career. So here I stand before you, flesh and bone, a mortal man. Actually, that's a lie. This whole performance, it's a hologram. All depixelized before your eyes at any given moment. Usually happens just before the bottle and tomato throwing. My evolution was a slow one to occur. I'd always reincarnate into dinosaurs and dodo birds. Wishing to communicate, my speech was kind of slurred, but over time I finally learned how to enunciate some words. Me a meandering Neanderthal that wandered out the cave. These songs are like my hatchlings. Over time they'll incubate. Little beaks are breaking through the shell and squinting at the light of day. I'll offer them before you bowing. Vowing one's the golden egg. My name brings on a sudden case of amnesia. Sad to see the empty Tommy V been out of me, but yo. Remember me, I'm Tommy V. I fell off long ago. I figured, what the heck, let's give it another go. This is my comeback. Hope I don't come whack. One by one, I plucked all of the gray hairs off my nutsack. Remember me, I'm Tommy V. I fell off long ago. I figured, what the heck, let's give it another go. This is my comeback. Hope I don't come whack. One by one, I plucked all of the gray hairs off my nutsack.
That's one of my favorite songs off the album, called Remember Me, talking about the empty Tommy V bin at Amoeba, which he says is a true story. For fans that want to know what's up with Tommy V, I got him on the show. I did a little phone interview with him, and it was dope. So here it is. This is me calling Tommy V and talking about Mockingbird.
Yo.
TV. Hey, you're on the show, man, right now. I just want to let you know. I don't want to blindside you or nothing.
Word. What's up, Radio Land?
Good to have you on the show, homie. How's everything going with you?
Everything's chilling, man. Just I hung out with you like a couple days ago.
Yeah, that was awesome, man.
Yeah, you definitely played that really cool. And it was funny, you know, how Top Notch was swagging around, acting like a clown, you know, like, I saw him kind of hot-shotting in front of LA Cool, and, you know, I saw him up on the mic trying to impress disaster and all this stuff.
Yeah, it was almost just like one of those stereotypical moments where it was like...
It was too much. He played the part so much, and then his boy, like, right before you guys, you know, square off the battle, and his boy's like, zip him up in a body bag, you know, and all this crap. So I was just like, oh my god, man. Yeah, it was just funny to watch the momentum swing just so quickly.
I could see it in his eyes, man. Like, as each round progressed, I could just see him getting just more doughy-eyed, man.
No, yeah. Had the guy kept it cool and just came at you prepared instead of, you know, some bullshit freestyle.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, freestyle is cool, but I think the reason that written format came to be is so that it could be more focused and more entertaining.
Exactly.
Because all of us can sit there and have a cool bunch of freestyles, that's my ass, and that's cool. But, you know, like, that kind of lost its vibe, you know, a long time ago, I think. Like, I think now this written format is better. It just makes it more of like a, you know, like a big boxing match or something, you know?
Mm-hmm. So, man, I played Remember Me. Shit was dope. You're talking about the empty Tommy V bin at Amoeba. Was that in LA or San Francisco?
in Los Angeles. And yeah, it's still there. We have a little video that we're working on for that song, and you'll see the empty Tommy V thing. So maybe if we press up Mockingbird on physical CD or something, maybe we can fill up the, you know, and then I can retire. It gives me something to, like, you know, a goal to shoot towards.
Oh, please believe. And in probably the San Francisco one, and Berkeley, dude, I'm probably empty as fuck, dude. If I even have one. If I even have one at this point, man.
Yeah, those are the days, man. Those are the days when you could just roll over to Amoeba and bring them like a stack of 10 tapes.
And they'd pay you.
Yeah, they would pay you cash. And then you would get a bunch of complaints later on, like, hey, man, this kid said side 2 was blank. Or, you know.
That happened to you?
It happened one time in Santa Cruz. There was some little shop in Santa Cruz, and I remember, like, it wasn't that big of a deal, you know, but it was just kind of something that happened in that little era.
That's hilarious, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I got popped once for slanging a CD to a kid at a show, and it was like it was empty, you know. But how long has it been since Quarter Life Crisis, man?
Man, that was 2001.
12 years.
Yeah, man. And I guess when I say, like, remember me, I'm Tommy V, like all that shit, I say that I fell off long ago. But, you know, I was never really, like, doing Tommy V shows or anything. I was just always kind of in the mix with people, you know?
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's not, you've been active. It's not like you've just been, like, did anything.
So, yeah, so I feel like Mockingbird is kind of me, like, finally kind of figuring out how to piece together the things that I want to piece together. And so, yeah, I feel good about it, and it's been really cool just to be able to share with everybody and all that stuff and get some feedback and stuff. And Joe Duck definitely loves it.
Oh, man, I'm sure he does. As I do, man. You know what? Can you explain the meaning behind Mockingbird, just in case somebody's, like, wondering, you know?
Okay, so Mockingbird, I kind of pulled it out of my ass, like, in the last, like, 3 hours before I sent the thing to book David. It was a name that I liked because all of the music was recorded at night, okay? So that's one.
Nice.
Next check mark is that Mockingbirds, they kind of sing and they kind of are annoying, and they'll just sit there on your rooftop and just be like, they're like a car alarm. And the fact that they kind of mock things, like, you know, I remember there was a car alarm in my neighborhood, and at night, that fucking Mockingbird would mock the car alarm, so you'd hear the same, like, tone. It could really match the tone.
Oh, wow.
I was just tripping. I was like, wow, the Mockingbird's, like, sick. You know, had I had a little foresight on this, I was just scrambling to do everything at the last minute to, you know, finish up the mixes and send off the shit test Navid and Chesky, have it mastered. Like, that all happened within, like, 4 or 5 days, like, of it being released and stuff. So, had I had a little more foresight, maybe the intro would have been like a Mockingbird, you know, and then like it morphed into like music or something, you know. It works, you know, so I can get away with it, I think.
Nice. So you produced it, right?
Yeah, there was definitely friends that helped, like Kevin Phil does some upright bass, Jesse plays some bass, David plays some drums, Danny Levin from Boca, he plays some horns. My friend Frank Mancia, he sings some like octave voices and stuff, and plays a little guitar on there.
Damn.
But yeah, it was pretty much anybody who was down to come over to my house and kind of have me show them what I wanted to record. So yeah, it worked out, and you know, we had mixed like 20 songs and chopped it down to those 12 or 13, which somehow happened to work because it definitely, the songs weren't recorded with, you know, the intention of those songs going back to back. It was just kind of like a big mess, and those songs kind of seem to work together. I've gotten feedback where people are like, yeah, it seems to like, I think that's how it's supposed to be.
That's great.
So yeah, you know, it seems to work. There's supposed to be a physical release and possibly some songs added. We'll see what happens with that, but a good thing that's come out of it, and that's that I have a show in Fresno on February 7th.
Nice.
With these guys named Articulate Sound. They're putting it together, and AWOL's going to be performing also.
Oh,
a place called the Babylon in Fresno. February 7th.
February 7th in Fresno. Go see Tommy V.
That's
That's dope.
cool, right? Is this coming out before February 7th?
Yeah, I'm going to put it out like this weekend, man.
Oh, cool.
Hey, I forgot to tell you, though, props on the yodeling on Son of a Gun. You know what? I'm going to play it right now. Check it out. Son of a Gun, Tommy V off Mockingbird.
Do things. 1, 2, 3.
Well, I'm a son of a gun that's always been on the run. I feel an imminent sense of danger. Humble as can be, like a tumbleweed. In your eyes, just a passing stranger. A soup kitchen is a spot to eat, and at the mission you can sleep. It's better than the street, guaranteed. Eventually the bridges will burn, and there's nowhere to turn. I can't afford tattoos, so I just get scars that are guaranteed not to fade. I've been falsely accused, even battered and bruised, put in the cell and locked away. They probably should have thrown away the key, cause I'm the mockingbird, the croons are tune, the top of trees, sloppily. I'll do whatever it takes to escape and be free.
Up here.
So I walked alone, silhouette upon a setting sun. Never liked the rules, so I made my own. Losing touch and slowly getting numb. The fine line can often pose a threat. Living life without a cushion or a safety net. The bumper sticker says, not all that wander are lost. Where do you bury a drifter with the foot full of blisters, found dead along a lonely road? How about the sucker rappers as a body humorist? Snap each one of their funny bones. If only mother could just see me now, she'd be so overcome with grief and then proceed to frown. It's the jack of all trades and the master of none.
Your time is done.
Well, I was trying to think of shit. I had all kinds of shit for that fucking chorus. I had the whistle thing that I was trying to do like spaghetti western with it, and it just didn't really work. And I had some harmony things going on. And anyway, the yodeling just seemed to work, you know?
Oh, yodeling is on point, dude.
Well, it's funny because I had a friend hit me up. He was like, dude, is that you yodeling? And I was like, yeah. It's like, it's totally the wrong technique. You're not doing it right.
Oh, get out
I
of
was
here.
like, dude, I don't care. It's a funny song. It's not like classical yodeling. Fucking
Totally. No, dude, that song is dope. What about the Cafequito Organico? Explain.
Okay, so that song I'm purposely mispronouncing it because that's how the song kind of came to be. I was walking home and I was walking by that cafe. It's called Cafecito Organico.
Okay, organic
You know,
cafe.
Yeah, organic coffee. And so not like I really fucking care. But I was walking by this little history dude, like, dude, I'm over here at Cafecito. He was explaining to his friend on the phone where he was at. He's like, yeah, Cafecito Organico, like right over here on, Rio and Melrose. And I just thought, like, wow, man, like, how do you live in LA and just mispronounce like Spanish words, like mutilate it so terribly? It's like you hear Spanish every fucking day. You see Spanish. It's everywhere. It just kind of like went hand in hand with these little hipster stereotypes and shit. And all these little dudes with their laptops.
Was he smoking a
like,
parliament, like you say in the song?
That was kind of something different. But yeah, this guy, that kind of inspired the song. And it's not like I sat next to some guy. But I've just seen that happen like time and time again. When because I walk these dogs. And I walk them past these cafes. You just see all these dudes just smoking by entryways and just doing things that are kind of like little pet peeves for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember my dad's restaurant. I always hated when people would like smoke by the entrance and shit. I'd be like, dude, like this is where people are waiting for fucking the menus and shit and sitting here fucking smoking. Like, come on, man. So
yeah, that song is funny, man. It's
I
hella
want to
funny.
make a little video, but I kind of want to shoot it at that cafe, but I don't want it to think it's like a diss, like.
Oh, dude, the perfect person for that video you should put in it, Jake Gallagher. I kid. No, but seriously, let's play that song right now. Cafecito Organico or Cafequito Organico off of Tommy V's new album, Mockingbird.
Cafequito Organico, that's where all the hipsters go. Whoa, whoa, a doo-doo, ba-da-da, ba-da-da-dee-da. Organico. That's where all the hipsters go. Whoa, doo-doo, ba-da-da, ba-da-da. Who are you kidding, man? You must be bluffing. I mean, you're really gonna charge me $4 for such a tiny muffin with an exterior protected by a shiny glaze? For all that I know that it could have been sitting there more than a couple of days. Sorry for my scrutiny, but this was kind of new to me. His reply was all the pastries were gluten-free. We've got delicious fruit smoothies that you ought to try. It's all organic, nothing has been genetically modified. The finest of ingredients, for goodness sake. Non-bleached flour and free-range eggs. Out on the patio I got into an argument with the hipster who was puffing on a parliament. Smug demeanor, skinny jeans clad in black cloth, covered up the apple with a sticker on his laptop. I was like, yo, could you quit your puffin'? You're messing with the flavor of my $4 muffin. The Catholic Keto Organico. That's where all the hipsters go. Whoa, doo-doo, ba-da-da, ba-da-da. The Catholic Keto Organico. That's where all the hipsters go. Whoa, doo-doo, ba-da-da.
Alright, dude, so I gotta go eat dinner and shit. Before we go, I just want to ask you one more question. What's next for Tommy V, man?
Well, now that I've marked this little piece of kindling, I'm gonna just keep contributing to it in the form of videos, a few new songs, and that physical release will be out before summer. Try to have fun and make some music and do some collaborations. And I gotta go back to school also, so you know I got a few things that I'm handling this year.
You got a lot going on, man, and you know what? I'm really stoked for you, and I really love the album. You know, I was a fan before I even knew you, and I'm stoked to know you and be your friend, man, and I'm proud of you, and I think you should just keep going, man. Keep doing this shit.
Nice, man. I wish we could put some like violins behind that when you're a fan, like just fading in.
Oh, I can. It's all post-production, man. Post-production.
But yo, thank you, MALEKO. Likewise, man. It's good to see you climbing the ranks in the battle scene, because you're hella funny. I love the battles. You're on point with the rapping. You have a good mix of the comedy with the rap skills, which is essential.
Thank you.
And so that's been really cool to see you blossom. And I do live kind of like vicariously, like the battle rapper in me lives vicariously through MALEKO battles. You gotta like fight for us, you know. So yeah, it's dope to watch. The podcast is really cool. I've been bumping it. So yeah, I'm really glad to be a part of it. Thanks for spreading a little buzz for me and whatnot. Fake4 Bandcamp/album/Mockingbird.
Yep. Fake4.bandcamp.com/album/Mockingbird. Dude, good shit, man.
Enjoy your meal, and tell Rich I said what's up. I will be in touch. All right, man.
I'll talk to you later.
Much love, man.
Dude. Shout out to my homie Tommy V. He's an OG friend of mine. He was actually making a lot of music with us back in the day. If you don't remember the album Impractical, that was Imprints plus Arachnophobics plus Abnormal equals Impractical. He's an OG co-sider as well, man. He's been coming out here for years, making music with us and hanging out. And Tommy actually got one of J7's beats on an E-2 album. E-2 from LA had a beat on one of their albums by J7. Sounds of the 562, that album. Check that out. And yeah, man, Tommy's the man. I think on that note, I'm going to play a song that I did with Tommy back in the day. It's off my album Omnidirectional. And this one's called Java Lounge, featuring Tommy V and Chump Change Charlie, produced by D-Ski.
Hey, and welcome to the open mic night at the Java Lounge, the best show around. We'll be starting with some wicked word wizards and burly beats, so please sit down and take your seats.
Damn, I gotta get a coffee. Yeah, hi. I'll have a tall double cat, half decaf, half diesel, latte, mocha, low fat, skinny. And for my friend MALEKO,
I would like a double caramel mocha grande to go. Also a poppy seed bagel lightly toasted with cucumbers and pesto.
As the espresso machine whir, money exchange in a blur, little wooden stick stir, coffee shop cutie purr, and I meow. Looking at her like I want to chick chick wow. I'm down if it swims.
Java. We whisper amongst our circle of caffeine-dependent counterpart. Our hearts spin counterclockwise until these cups become empty. Only then can we begin to make use of the day, fueled by tubs of iced chai tea and bear claws. Once again I find a comfortable spot where I could call home. Grown. These coffee shop compositions come from all angles and symbolize my disconnection from what keeps you entangled.
Yeah, can I take your order?
I'd like a coffee.
Espresso, cappuccino, latte, mocha, americano?
Just coffee-o.
Regular or decaf?
Regular.
Milk or half and half?
Plastic cow.
Sugar, brown, sucanat, equal, evaporated cane juice, Nutri-Sweet, sweet and low?
No.
Small, medium, tall, large, grande?
Large.
Ice? That it?
Yeah.
Oops, I charged you twice, see?
Strange, didn't order to.
True, here's your change.
So it was a test.
Whatever. Next.
I rolled out of bed, forget a shower, hit the door and left, went to the coffee shop and I hit the cashier with my morning breath. Yeah, could I get a napkin with a teaspoon of coffee and a cup of sugar?
Well, what for?
So I can scrape away my eye boogers. As I take a seat, I accidentally overhear a waiter.
Hey, look, there's that guy that's always unscrewing the salt shakers.
So just as I think it's time for me to boogie, I look over and I see the dude topping off my cup with a loogie. I played live as if I didn't see the move that homie made. I went to the employee break table, I made a sneaky trade. This pissed me off and now it's time for something a little kooky. I jump the stage, drop my drawers and laid a swirly dookie. Come on everyone, I wanna see your hands.
What's the name of that dance?
Oh, I call it the ice cream man. Now I see security barging through the crowd. Thanks everyone for having me. Peace. I'm out.
Dame un café.
¿Quieres café, mi vida? Pues sírvetelo.
Classic joint off Omnidirectional, Java Lounge, featuring the homie Chump Change Charlie from Frisco and Tommy V. It's good to see my friends still making music and coming out with stuff, man. Another old friend of mine dropped a new album, and I'm really stoked about it. It's called Bay Blue by Math of Anticon. He's going by Matt Chang now, his real name. And he's actually originally from Pacifica, from an OG group called Nitrous Ox. He produced beats for my early albums and a lot of the arachnophobic stuff, you know, when he went by the name Keelani. That was more dark sound, down-tempo type stuff. You know, this new album is completely different than anything I've ever heard. It's more like a jazz hip-hop mashup, you know. There's no vocalist. It's an instrumental project, and it's super dope, man. I'm just stoked to hear something new from my OG homie. It's a really awesome album. It was only released on vinyl, which is fitting. You know, I got a copy of the record. But for you digital heads, you can download it on iTunes, of course. Check it out on Facebook, facebook.com/BayBlueMusic. And check out the video for it, too, for Take It Back Time is the song. And it's on YouTube. Look that up. It's super fresh. It's got these amazing dancers doing some turf dancing, you know. It was hard to decide what to play on the show. I decided to go with this song because I think it's a good representation of the album's vibe for somebody who hasn't heard it yet, you know. Here it is off of Bay Blue. It's called Ulysses Takes the Silent Cinema by Storm. was Ulysses Takes the Silent Cinema by Storm off of the album Bay Blue, produced by Matt Chang on Anticon Records. Go and cop that. Super dope stuff, man. Mastered by the homie D-Ski at Weightless Audio. If you have a project that you want to be mixed and mastered, hit up D-Ski. He'll make it sound real fresh. dsky@hotmail.com. That's his email. Contact him, and he'll hook you up. Another homie that dropped the album recently, who hasn't in a while, is Joe Dub, who happens to be one of my biggest inspirations. He's a Bay Area hip-hop legend, and he dropped an album with Alex75 on Isolated Wax called Toxicology. Super dope. It's only 4 songs. It's just a little EP, but it's just good to hear some new material by Joe Dub, and it's kind of got this old school vibe, like 80s analog synth type stuff, man. Super dope. I'm going to play one of the songs off that album, man. Go to isolatedwax.bandcamp.com, download it. This song's called Roadwork.
We about to take a whirlwind trip around the world. Say goodbye to my people, say goodbye to my girl. But I'll bring a little piece of everything. I'ma miss wear my city on my chest and keep her kiss on my lips. And if we keep in touch, the distance between us ain't shit, we can bridge it. I got my doubts, but I'm optimistic. You might not hear this, but you'll listen. I learned the ropes of the road at an early age. Get paid before we hit the stage, and if they don't, we won't. The suitcase is home. Every city is a tease, 'cause every morning we gone. No money, more problems. Gas on E, stomach on double E. Attitudes are ugly. A written guarantee means I have it the most, and you only give that it half of the show. Therefore, the merchandise is pertinent to the life of the tour, so purchase it. We got shirts all shapes and sizes. This is the deal, so I can get a meal. Hoes on heels in hopes of a steal. Reveal what they got or they don't, for some shit they don't want. Just to flaunt that fame we ain't. I won't take the bait. I got a house to paint. Last call. Party at the hotel. Party at the hotel. Party at the hotel. Party at the hotel. Wait, party at the hotel. I just wanna sleep. Got about 10 hours in the last week. Ain't much worse than a rapper in heat trying desperately to put his tongue in the cheek of a freak with low self-esteem just to feel young again or to feel powerful and make her feel weak. I'm business-minded, mind my business. That's it. Please respect my wishes. Here to get up in it, then you send her on her way. And if she wanna stay, then you can break up when you wake up. All I want is A before we hit the interstate. Another state, another day to change the scenery and name. But it's the same old song and dance, false hope. And the promoter's trying to pay us and don't. I don't smoke. This ain't the road I paved or the trail I blazed. I'm just a rat in this race and can't get out of this maze. But still I'm loving the stage, loving the fans, loving the chance to entertain. I'm loving this place. And like I say, you wanna miss it when it's gone on the road. I'm missing home, and when I'm home I miss the road. And when it's hot I want it cold, and when it's cold I want it hot. So maybe we could do this again when the album drops.
Everybody, this is Raj, and when I'm not leisurely reading, I'm listening to the Thinking Out Loud show with my boy MALEKO.
Thank you, Raj. Welcome back to the Thinking Out Loud show. It's your bro. You just heard Roadwork off of Toxicology, a 4-song EP by Joe Dub and Alex75 on Isolated Wax. Shout out to the homies Meg Abusive and Dave Dub over at Isolated Wax. Yeah, Joe Dub is the man. Check out his single he did with his group Contraband as well, which is Alex75 and DJ Mars and him. They have a dope single featuring Devin the Dude called Electronic World. Look that up. Super dope. Yeah, Joe Dub is an OG, man. San Francisco street music, West Coast workforce, LA to the Bay, High Ground Industries, Side Road Records out of Canada. You know, he's done work with LA Cool, and he's been doing it since the early 90s, and it's just awesome to see him still doing it, man. So shout out to Joe, Aceta Records, you know what I'm saying, out in Hawaii, Kaneohe Bay, man. It's awesome to play some homies that haven't had new music in a minute, man, you know what I'm saying? Keep it on that vibe. We got another homie, Autoflow, OG Jedi Knight Circle. He just dropped his 3rd solo album called Purple Night Skies. Super dope, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, Autoflow is known for just that rapid spit. He's still representing Westside Santa Cruz, still doing it. Him and Cosmic put out this album, man. Jedi Night Circle, man. I'm stoked I actually made the cut. He's got some dope songs on there. He's got a song with LA Cool. I'm going to play a song off his album right now. Go to iTunes, cop it. JediKnightCircle.com, cop it. This is called Life's a Roller Coaster, Autoflow.
So I play with passion. To the night I'm dashing, to the left I'm passing. Jumps, yeah, smashing with the lyrical madness. Yeah, I'm the homie in the orange and black. I get my hacks like the Hackman. I get it every day, call me Pac-Man. Can I conquer the castle and save the princess like Mario and Bowser? If I could have a superpower, I'd stay invisible away for a while. Come back straight beast like Gore and Vic. I float like Barry Sanders, but at night in the sticky feel that breath. Let the bass go. In the bay we do it hella bueno. Cause I'm ready to rock, I'm like tip to talk. I'm colder than a hollow tip in a 40 cal Glock.
Life's like a roller coaster, so throw your hands up and you're good to go. You can reach for the planets and touch the stars. I'm feeling hella nice and I hope you are. Life's like a roller coaster, up and down, side to side, get on, let's rock. Life's like a roller coaster. Life's like a roller coaster. Life's like a roller coaster.
Red and blue make purple, so I put it in the night sky. They call me Mr. Nice Guy. Autoflow from the west side. Been rolling through these streets since I was a little guy. Mama told me there'd be days like this, so I grew up fast and found the iron fist. Not to miss bliss, fresher than a Zeld Mantis. I'm getting ahead of this, is Scribner's campus. Let the shit slap on your college campus. American Glory, crank the 40 ounces. Twist the bait, do it radical, like shredding the snake at Derby Park. Knapsack in a white tee is how we do it after dark. All you see is a sea of cards. NorCal, Autoflow, baking cakes, getting cracking like the Science Pet Monster. Make it happen for album number 3. When you thought it was over, we preserved longer. Come through like a Renaissance man, stronger. Rock like concerts, Mystic Park Monster. Promise to finish, make the sun burn hotter. End the finish, got accents for our shadow hidden messages. For the restless, always into something. Keep it loud and bumping to the nexus.
Life's like a roller coaster, so throw your hands up and you're good to go. You can reach for the planets and touch the stars. I'm feeling hella nice and I hope you are. Life's like a roller coaster, up and down, side to side, get on, let's rock.
On the Autoflow right there, OG JKC doing it. Got a brand new album out, Purple Night Skies. Super proud of you, homie. I gotta get you on the show, man. Autoflow's a teacher, man. He's a good dude. Cop his first 2 albums, actually. Old English and Make It Happen. 2 classic albums by Autoflow. I did a collaborative album with him and Optimus Rhymes called Block Rockers. Cop that. Yeah, man, I remember first ever song I ever did with Op and Autoflow. We did it over an Elon beat, which was the producer from Dyslexic. Super dope. And then we went on to do the classic I Know What You Did, Part 1. You guys know about Part 2. You saw the video, but Part 1 was actually me, Otto, and Op. JKC and Friends. Get that, Volumes 1 and 2. And yeah, man, Otto's the OG homie. I toured with him. I remember we went on a tour with Sublevel Epidemic. 13-passenger van. Kegs 1 drove to Oregon. 12 hours. 12 or 13 hours, I think. He was drinking nothing but Red Bulls. And all these MCs were in the van. And I just remember the classic picture that we took before we embarked on that tour was, you know, a picture of the van, and we're all behind the van, and it's like Kegs 1, Optimus Rhymes, Cosmic, Randy, Brody, Space Ranger, Raj, you know, like Specs. And the one person that wasn't in that picture was Autoflow, because he was already in the van, sitting in his seat, which was all the way in the back corner of the 13-passenger van. I shit you not. The whole tour, we went all the way to Oregon, and he never left that seat. He sat in there when we took bathroom breaks, when we hit the store. Amazing. I'm stoked I can play some Autoflow on Thinking Out Loud. This is the Thinking Out Loud show, of course. Your bro MALEKO, and I'm just chilling in Garage Mahal right now, just broadcasting live from the coastside, you know. And this episode is dedicated to my homie J7, coastside OG, who's, you know, been making music, art, you know, surfing on the coastside since the early 80s, man. And, you know, he was really a mentor to me. I always looked up to him, kind of like a big brother, you know, and our connection was always music, and I was lucky to work with him. And, you know, he always asked me to come through and create. And just, you know, for me, J7 Studio was an escape from the real world, you know, like, you know, life, work, you know, society, all that, man. I just would go to the studio and just get lost in music and laugh and smoke and just have fun, man, you know. J7 was in a lot of my videos too. He always came to support, you know, whether I was doing shows or doing a video or anything. And, you know, I'm stoked that, you know, his last performance with his group YBS was actually his first performance in years together. So that made it epic. But I threw this show and I got 2Max from LA and Satire, and, you know, it had all the homies, Brothers Amore, Nomadic, you know, JKC, Arachnophobics, all that. It was a classic coastside hip-hop show, and I got YBS to perform. And that was like, basically, that was a bigger deal than actually getting 2Max out, honestly. Like, for us, the coastside scene, it was like YBS was performing. And they rocked it, and it was awesome. It was definitely classic. And I want to play a song right now because it represents a good memory that I had with J7, man. You know, I did a video shoot for my song Life's a Beach over at the Jetty. And I invited Jasiri and my homies Raj and Joey and Agile. He was in from Texas. You know, he's the OG coastside MC from a group called Complex Unknown. And I invited the Coastals. You know, they're the young coastside hip-hop heads coming up at the time. And J7 didn't know them, but he was stoked to see these young heads that were making music, and they're cool dudes. And he trusted me, and I co-signed them. And so he invited us to his studio to make a song. And I remember getting there and, like, Coastals kids were tripping just on all the equipment he had and just how sick his studio was, you know. And mind you, that was his old one that was actually smaller and didn't have half the stuff it has now in the new one, man. And we did a song, and Agile made the beat, and Jasiri laid down the keys, and like it turned out super dope, man. And here it is. So this song is called Coastal Union by Coastals, Agile, MALEKO, and J7.
Yes. Coastside hip hop at its finest. Agile, MALEKO, and Coastals. We're gonna do it like this for y'all tonight. So, just beat gangs. Yeah. Spiritual settings, demon beheadings, heathens heading away from coastal blessings. Area 51 shredding, my speech the home setting. 650 ways of representing beats to other lyrical felons. Heat peddling, rhythm rockers, soul shockers. Fog floating, flat top bombs, sticky, getting topped off from young boppers, county coast lifestyle. Getting wild, MALEKO, Coastals, and Agile. It's how it goes down.
Yo, it's 3 palm songs, magic for its monsoon songs. My mind's a pontoon on, misty blue, mossy moon lawn. A new dawn, my crew's on. No rules, God, we doom spawn. Fog fills my mental incrementally like lunar poles on. Defying the law of physics, metaphysically confused. It's the coastside astrals, travel to master the truth. I laugh with the spirits from Chichen Itza to the Giza, and feel like an Inca chief, more the movements for people, peace.
Creators connected collectively, christen the crash. Of level, the souls are suddenly surpassed.
On a mission, move above the ground and liberate the land.
Ripping these renegade rebel rhythms, ruthless the rap. The truth is trekking the track to the tribe of the trident.
Pushing the people with purpose, parallel to Poseidon.
Slicing the silence, sarcastic, my cynical science. Born to break the beast, some beats believe I balance the body.
Not getting nice and noble, novel, negative, messy at night.
Making the trip on a track, tracing my tears across the tundra with type. Flick the fire, force defiance in the flight.
Dominating my diagnosis, devilish demons die.
Luster line lighters, try but my tracks are tighter. The vibe of my village is violent, I envision vibrant.
Rhyming greatness gathered to make them listen.
My maniacal vision will cause that burning order victims, give them spiraling symptoms.
With so much beauty in H&B, it's so hard not to be MAL to the EAO. With a tendency to lay low, coastal halo hovers over my dome. Moontown, my home, new sound, time zone. Previously undiscovered, even with a fine comb. Our time to blow. 650, and if you don't know, now you know.
I'm a coastal legend with boastful brethren, hoping heaven holds slots for peasants. Moss each slops my essence. Jasiri 7 collection, Moontown reverend, slimming down selections where OGs mix with the present to bring you good vibes and erase those who misrepresent it. Kick myths like habits that I edit. There it is, I said it. Now let it linger in your home like bad tenants. This is my repentance. This is my repentance.
That was Coastal Union, real dope song. Unreleased material here, debuted on the Thinking Out Loud show. And that was with me and Agile and Co-Styles and J7, kind of marking the merging of the old and the young generation, you know, uniting the coastline hip-hop scene. And J7 laid down the synth on that song, giving it just that dope, like, mystical vibe, man. I'm gonna keep it moving with some unreleased exclusive material here involving J7. This next song is a real underground joint I did with the homie Mo, who goes by Mr. Brown. He's from YBS. He's got an album, actually, MrBrownMusic.bandcamp.com. Check it out, super dope. But yeah, we did this song. It's called Finger Bang, and it's pretty self-explanatory. It's about our first experiences going the third base. And we had such a good time making the song, man. You know, produced and recorded by J7. Here it is, Finger Bang, featuring me, Mr. Brown, and J7.
Dude, come here. Seriously, smell my finger. No, seriously. No, it smells like heaven.
Heaven, God's juice.
Oh,
yeah. I like that.
God's juice.
It's like the life.
Finger bang, the song shall sing. It sounds like ting-a-ling-a-ling, the bells will ring. Finger bang, the souls will sing. It sounds like ting-a-ling-a-ling, the bells will ring.
Yeah, I remember the first time of your deep embrace, holding you close, face to face. Then your eyes met mine, deep emotion, fired the kind. Then she went there, she put me there. I lost my finger in a derriere. Man, I love the juice, the kind of juice, the type of juice. Tell me, have you seen her? Man, you should have seen her. When I put it in, it went like explosions, sensations. Like the first time the mad penetrations cross the nation. It's wonderful relations. We all cream, we all dream, we all scream for the ice cream. We all cream, we all dream, we all scream for the ice cream. We all cream, we all dream, we all scream for the ice cream. We all cream, we all dream, we all scream for the ice cream.
I remember when I stuck my finger in, body tingling, I'll never be the same again. Boys to men, it's so hard to say goodbye. Didn't want to wash it off, had to let it dry. Warm apple pie, give me whipped cream. This is not a wet dream. In my late teens, experiencing great things, patiently waiting to play with a lady.
Do smell my finger.
She really is a screamer.
This is what I bring her.
The coffee,
the creamer.
It's like a gift from the gods.
Smother all over my finger.
It's like a gift from the gods.
Smother all over my finger.
It's like a gift from the gods.
Smother all over my finger.
It's like a gift from the gods.
Smother all over my finger.
It's like a gift from the gods.
Smother all over my finger.
It's like a gift from the gods.
Smother all over my finger. Smother all over my finger. I brought it back up because I had to taste. Move it around, rub it all over my face. A moment in time, no, I will never replace. Lost in lust, fold in space. With coochie in my hand and I'm feeling great. We all cream, we all dream, we all scream for the ice cream. We all cream, we all dream, we all scream for the ice cream. We all cream, we all dream, we all scream for the ice cream. We all cream, we all dream, we all scream for the ice cream. Finger man, the social shit. It sounds like ting-a-ling-a-ling. The bells will ring.
Hey man, so what did it taste like?
I don't know, man. Like herbs and spices and like everything nice.
Yeah, that's that gauze juice.
That's that gauze juice.
Finger Bang, produced by J7, featuring myself and Mr. Brown of YBS. That was a fun song to record, man. I just remember laughing for like 4 hours straight, writing and recording that song. Good times, man. Good memories. And while I'm playing music that reminds me of good times I had with Jasiri, I'm going to keep it moving with another song. This one's called Some Chang, which is kind of a funny story. So one time I was over at Jasiri's studio and he was just showing me beats that he made on Ableton Live. I wasn't really familiar with Ableton Live, so he was kind of showing me, you know, he had the launch pad, he was playing these beats, and we started talking about his experience going to, I think it was Target or some store like that, Walmart or somewhere, where he was trying to return something and they wouldn't let him, and he was like, you know, I just want my money back, and they wouldn't let him. And so I remember him recording on this beat he was making, and he was just saying things like, I just want to get my money back, and like, give me money, and all these things. He was recording himself and looping it, and it was hella funny. He started laughing, and he was like, you know, kick a freestyle over it. He just played the beat and just let it go. He was kind of switching it up and stuff, and I just started freestyling. You can hear him laughing, and it was really fun. We were talking about the beat like while he was recording. You can hear him take a bong rip in the background, and we were just laughing and having fun and messing around. And I actually put this song at the end of Let's Get Digital, my last solo album that I did, and here it is. It's called Some Chang, produced by J7, recorded at J7 Studio, freestyle, MALEKO.
That's just like a Pro Tools song session. Yeah. What's up, world? It's your bro, J7. Ching Chang, all I got is change. Lint in my pocket, dust in my brain. Wipe it off, look towards the sky. Don't ask why, reach for the high. Cause I stay lit like a trick candle. I'm too much for you to handle. A vandal wearing ski masks and neck warmers. I'm a swarmer, sworn to secrecy. A performer. First and foremost, represent that North Coast. What you know about it? Jump up and down, sand in my man. Oh, I fucked up, it doesn't matter, man. I keep going, you can't stop me. You're just a carbon copy. Floppy if you ask me, a disc. don't take the risk. I'll slit your wrist like you were committing suicide. It's you and I, U-N-I-T-Y, that's for unity, psych. Queen Latifah, yo, she is a dyke, but it doesn't matter cause I keep rocking the mic. Yeah, these are off the top of the temple, plain and simple. You're a pimple-popping individual. I like to get into the visual aspect of residuals. What you know about it? Are you fresh? No, I doubt it. Ching chang. All we got is change. What? That shit's sick. How long does it go? Damn, that's it. We're just having fun, you know what I'm saying? We just keep playing with these toys, these digital toys, all these miserable boys.
Give me money, 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 give me money.
That's dope. Yeah. Is it still recording? Give me my money. I can't afford Christmas, so you can mark my gift off the hit list. Shit. I walked into Target, reached in my pocket, and figured I couldn't cop it. So I turned around and told myself, stop it. Wait till next year, maybe that green will appear. Maybe not.
Give me money, 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 give me money. Rebate.
Give me my money. Come on, man, this shit isn't funny. Do I look like my nose is runny? I ain't no bummy. Fool, don't play me. Just give me my money. I told you, give me my money. Rebate, bait. I'm just having fun, but give me a refund. I feel sorry for your mother. What'd you say about my mama? Give me my dough. Ching chang, ching chang, ching chang, chang, ching chang, ching chang, ching chang, ching chang, chang, ching chang. I just keep going with the beat. Shit, I don't know, I freestyle all day. I'm trying to sharpen my skills, use my gills. When I'm submerged in the water, I chill. Still, keep it arm length. I don't give a fuck about your strength. I'm learning to battle so I can rattle the cage a little bit and maybe get some bravado. You're just an avocado, I'm a BLT. Me, I'm not wealthy, I'm actually poor, but I still use my inner door's core. That's the third eye, word guy. I try to stay high, why not? Pot's great, take it slow, hit shapes, shift, lift, minds high. Look down, don't cry. I think this is hard for most to listen to. I keep rapping on mics until you tell me to stop. Yeah, not what you thought, right? From the right, no, the left. Take a deep breath. Coast-side hip-hop, that's the greatest. You know my name's MALEKO, I made this. Something that you wanna put on your playlist. Famous? No, not yet, but one day I'll be hopping out a dope vet. You'll be like, damn, look at that guy. I'll be like, hey, I ain't even trying to stunt, homie. You want some fries? Just got back from In-N-Out, animal style. I'm a animal style type of dude. I freestyle, keep a smile on my grill, and hopefully you get what I put appealing to you or most. Doesn't matter, cause I'm kinda like a ghost. Now you see me, now you don't. You wanna be me, but you won't. Go nowhere close to doing that. I got on my chef hat, that means I'm cooking, looking towards the sun. Don't get burnt, hun, you're a honey bun, sweet. I ride the beat like I'm on a motherfucking train, off the brain, ingrained in my soul. Yo, pack another bowl. Outdoor, indo, I don't know, but I still go slow. Inhale, then exhale the flow. I've been rapping for days on that shit. I was going off.
It's a consistent loop.
Wow, okay.
I haven't mixed it down.
Yeah.
I'm just pressing loops.
That's how it starts off. You just do whatever you want to do. This shit's sick.
It's like off as fuck, man.
That's dope.
Yeah,
It's a good, like, change.
Drop out.
Give me money, 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 give me money. Rebate. Give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money. I just wanna get my money back. 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 Give me money, 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 give me money. I just wanna get my money back. I just wanna get my money back. Give me money, 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 give me money.
Give me money, give me money, give me money. I like that. Thank you all for shopping at Hellmark. Please come back. We are having a sale on white socks.
And Birkenstocks.
And Birkenstocks are back in stock, yes, this year. It's our white Christmas sale. If you're white, it's on sale.
Rest in peace to J7. I know his spirit is within me at all times, so I always feel like he's with me, and he makes me stronger, man. So many people loved him and respected him, and we are going to keep him alive through our actions and our love and art. We're in the process of figuring out how we can keep his studio open so that his dream of having an art and music studio for the community can come true. You know, he was so close to being done, but he's not here to finish it, and I feel like it's up to us to do it for him. Thank you so much to everyone who came to the benefit that we threw for him, everyone who donated money and bought raffle tickets. You know, thanks to all the bands who performed, all the people and local businesses who donated to the raffle and the silent auction. You know, the Old Princeton Landing, thank you so much to B.O. and Mike Lamerin and the whole staff. Of course, all Jasiri's friends and family who were there. We actually raised over $6,000, and it actually allowed the family to pay bills and rent, you know, for a studio, and it really bought us time to mourn and process all of this and have a chance to sit down and talk about how we can keep his studio running. You know, Jasiri inspired all of us just by doing what he believed in, you know, without letting anybody tell him how to do his thing. He made his own path and he touched everyone he ever came across, man. That's why he'll live forever, through his art and his music and his fingerprints. You know what I'm saying? He left fingerprints on my heart. He left fingerprints on all of our hearts. And I love you, homie, and I'll see you again someday. And rest in peace, brother. So thank you for listening to the Thinking Out Loud show, the 3rd episode. You can download this podcast. The link will be in the description below the YouTube, youtube.com/yourboy MALEKO. Thank you for rocking with me, Coast Side Hip Hop, New West, all that good stuff. I'm going to end the show with a song for Jasiri. You can download the song at ybullshit.bandcamp.com. The letter Y, bullshit.bandcamp.com. All proceeds go towards Jasiri Studio, J7 Studios, and we appreciate your support. This is a song for Jasiri by YBS.
Get some sour cream and onion chips with some dip, man. Some beef jerky, some peanut butter. Get some Haagen-Dazs ice cream bars, a whole lot of hot. Make sure chocolate, gotta have chocolate, man. Some popcorn, bread popcorn, graham crackers. Graham crackers is the marshmallows, the little marshmallows, and little chocolate bars, and we'll make some s'mores, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yo. Also, celery, grape jelly, Captain Crunch with little crunch berries, pizzas. We need 2 big pizzas, man. Everything on them with water, a whole lot of water, and
Yo, what's up? You're tuned in to the Thinking Out Loud show. This is Tommy V, the Mockingbird, and I'm on your rooftop. It's going down, going down, going down, going down, going down, going down, going down.